Hello parents and IEP team members. Today we are going to discuss Brian's lesson plans, some classroom observations, and some pre-assessments. Some of the classroom observations I've made is that Brian gets along well with others, but a lot of the other students don't understand his need for space, sometimes making him uncomfortable without meaning to. He works well with others who have spent time with him, but rearranging seats or creating new groups can hinder his learning experience and theirs drastically. Introducing new information should be done one-on-one as much as possible as he becomes easily distracted in the classroom, as with groups and pairings. While he doesn't enjoy group work, visible progress can be seen when other students are understanding and willing to help him keep up. Some of the strengths that he shows is that when he's focused and enjoying the content, he can easily keep up with the highest level of students. He shows a desire to learn that isn't seen in most of the students in the classrooms, as well as showing a lot of strength in lessons that allow him to use creativity. Some areas that need improvement would be the fact that he gets distracted easily, especially when put into pairs or groups, or that he doesn't get along too well with a large portion of the classroom, making certain activities difficult. The content area of my class is to teach the students about early American history. This goes back to when we came over here from England all the way up until the early 1900s, and my job is to assure a level of mastery that is obtained for each and every one of these students. The course requires a lot of work and discussion, making group work unavoidable. Given that my classroom is of early America, a lot of the lessons and assignments are about government and how we formed a democracy, furthermore expressing a need to be able to work with others. Another key topic, especially in the lesson that I taught Brian, is how we used our alliances with other people groups to successfully form our nation, and how making friends with these people groups helped us. Some of the pre-assessment results. Brian's test results have shown me a few things, and taught me about how he learns and what exactly captures his attention. For lessons that allowed him to be hands-on and interactive, he seemed to score much higher than usual. This shows me that if I allow him to be fully engulfed in the lesson, and allow him to be creative, he pays better attention and in turn retains the information better than with lessons where there was no hands-on application or activity. I see that in lessons that require group activity, there are more answer-based questions that, if hands-on, he seems to really lack. This means that in these situations, I need to keep an eye on him to ensure that his attention is captured as much as possible. The lesson plan that I'm going to give him is about the Native Americans and how they taught us to fight the Revolutionary War. Up until this point, we would fight these wars with 2 rows of infantry firing off. And when we were facing the British Army, we were underfunded, underprepared, and that fighting style simply just would not work. My goal is to use marbles in toy soldiers to show him that it is much harder to hit a target that is hiding behind a tree or a bush or another object than it is to hit a target that is standing out in the open. This will give him something that is hands-on, sort of a game, with these lessons to help keep him entertained and aid him in retaining this lesson's information. I'm trying to use the fact that he likes to be creative and hands-on to ensure that he captures this information and retains it for upcoming tests. As time allows, I would like to do a group activity with the other students, having one side be the British and one side be the Americans, and have them try to knock over each other's soldiers down. This would be a great way to strengthen the understanding of the entire class and allow Brian to work as a group with doing things that he enjoys. My overall experience with this lesson or experience, so to speak, was that it really taught me about what I want to be as a teacher. It showed me that our job is to work with every single student and that every single student is going to be different. Our job isn't to go in there and just hand out papers and teach a lesson from a projector and just move on. We have to know each and every one of our students. We need to work one-on-one and to understand their strengths and weaknesses and to alter our lesson plans based on that. I learned how important it is to know your classroom and your students, because it is our job to make sure that we are doing everything that we can for them to succeed. And if they succeed, so do we.